On April 7, 2011, a new airspace organization was implemented for the Oslo Terminal maneuvering area. New noise abatement regulations for Oslo Airport Gardermoen took effect the same day. This video illustrates the most important changes resulting from the new airspace organization and the new noise abatement regulations. We are now seeing a jet taxiing into position for a northward takeoff from the western runway. In the past, noise abatement rules stipulated that the great majority of northward takeoffs were to be from this runway. In the new noise abatement regulations, the day is divided into 3 time periods, each with different rules for runway usage. Departures are carried out according to specific procedures that determine the aircraft's horizontal trajectory. In the past, aircraft were free to head towards their destination after having reached a specified altitude. Under the new noise abatement regulations, however, departing jets must adhere to specified tolerance corridors, regardless of altitude, exiting only through defined end windows. This will minimize low-altitude departure overflights over densely populated areas. The new regulations allow the use of both runways for arrivals and departures in the time period between 6:30 a.m. and 10:30 p.m. In the past, areas close to the airport were frequently overflown by incoming jets whose paths converged at a point about 11 kilometers from the runway. Under the new noise abatement regulations, this point of convergence is moved out to about 20 kilometers from the airport. Visual approaches are banned. The rules just described regarding convergence of approach paths for arrivals and tolerance corridors for departures apply for a southward as well as a northward traffic direction. In peak traffic periods, inbound jet traffic will be organized using a new system called point merge. Oslo Airport Gardermoen is the first airport in the world to implement this system. When the point merge system is in use, inbound traffic will follow a fixed approach path over the final 40 kilometers. A corresponding point merge system is established for approaches to all 4 runway thresholds. At 10:30 p.m., the first night restrictions come into play with segregated runway operations for jet aircraft. This entails landing on the right runway and departing from the left. At midnight, there's a transition to single runway operations. Until 6:30 a.m., all traffic will normally go to or from the western runway. For medium-sized propeller aircraft, separate rules apply with regard to runway usage and arrival and departure procedures. These aircraft will primarily use the western runway. Deviation from these rules may be required in connection with runway closures, low visibility, and local weather conditions. The noise abatement regulations do not apply to the following types of aircraft and flights: small propeller aircraft, helicopters, fighter jets, military test or training flights, calibration flights, ambulance flights, firefighting, search and rescue, and in-flight emergencies.